sorry.
Oh man, you know,
I have a bullet hole in my leg. I can show it to you.
Oh, well, I appreciate
no more bullet holes.
I appreciate the offer, but you know, it's just good to see you, and I know that you know, you've been talking a little bit about you know, just your path to getting to feeling well again, and you know, I know you're not doing shows right now, so it's really an honor.
Not because I don't feel well. Not because I don't feel well. I'm afraid of COVID, and I know the dangers. I know the math. I know how many people have died. I worry about it for my family and for anybody that I'm close to. I try to convince anybody I can not to go to the shows, not because I want those guys not to make a buck. I want to make a buck.
Show the Harley Quinn one last time.
Yeah, that Harley is great.
All right, I'm gonna clear.
So,
awesome.
So you know, it's not for fear. I'm not afraid, and I'm not physically unenabled. I can go. I just don't trust it for my family.
Yeah, and I didn't mean to sound a certain way. You know, I completely understand the choice. I just was saying thank you for giving people access to be able to spend time with you, to see your amazing art, to hear your stories. I mean, really, you know, the life you've lived up to this point has been one of story and comics for sure.
This guy's got lots of weird stories. Adams has got all these stories. Jesus. They tried to kidnap me and keep me in the emergency room at the hospital, and I fought them off.
No, we paid them to do that.
Please
take
him.
They try to keep me
take them off our hands for a while.
They try to keep me in the hospital on Friday, right? And they say, "No, we think you should stay because I don't think we've had all the tests." And you go, "Hold on a second. The law says if I want to leave here, I can leave here right now." Okay, and there's nothing you can do about it. Isn't that true? I kind of got to I guess you want to do that. You want to do that. And they all sad and wimpy and curmudgeon-y, and you go, end of Friday, I'm out of here. Unless you find a test that's going to find something, I'm out.
I'm surprised you didn't go. Doctor didn't go. Get Zia on the phone. She needs to talk to him.
No. Yeah, right. I quit, Dad. No, they were like.
And Zia and I quit about twice a week these days.
I quit too.
Because we're not going to keep working if he doesn't do something that he's supposed to do.
Right.
So I want to remind people that we have you brought your mystery boxes, and they're amazing. It's an opportunity for me to show off some of the art that I've gotten out of them. I've added color to 2 of my sketches. So nice. These are an example of some, and I'm so happy to have a chance to show them.
Behind you.
Yeah, so
good.
And he's got jogger.
So you get a sketch like this out of one of those boxes, including all the comics, the candy, all the awesome stuff. I got a slab in one of mine. I was super lucky.
Right, that's great. The thing to remember, guys, is
the audio.
Huh? We lost the audio.
No.
Oh, can you hear me?
Okay.
Yep.
We're good.
Okay.
The thing to remember, guys, and I want this everybody for this to sink in. There's nothing wrong with buying a $400 drawing.
No.
Nothing wrong. It can be anything. It can be any character, any actor, any relation, any superhero, anything you want to get. Nothing wrong with it. And it's $400. But if you buy the box, you're going to get, for the same $400, you're going to get that same sketch. Whatever it is over here, you're going to get over there, only you're going to get the rest of the box filled with books, sketchbooks, comic books, all kinds of stuff.
He's showing all his art while
It is. My box is packed full. I don't want to understate like the value of the boxes. It's not really it's not a sales pitch. I just really want people to know they're getting a huge value, because I was tickled when I opened my box.
It's not like Frosted Flakes where you get 1/3 of a container of cereal. This is
no. Actually, I feel guilty when I don't hit the top. And I go, well, there are 3 comics in here without boards in it. And I go, well, come down a little bit because I have enough to get up.
So we're conscious ridden to make these darn boxes are full. You could sit on those boxes; they wouldn't collapse.
Yeah, I mean, I got multiple boxes, and this came in one of them, which was amazing.
Well,
it's a slab.
Am I lying? I'm not lying, am I?
No, you got a slabbed antithesis here. It was great.
Damn full. So that's the look at you got $400 to spend. Don't spend it on a drawing. Spend it on the box and a drawing because it's the same price.
Right.
Only
So-
you get the drawing as well as all the stuff in the box.
So you want to
money.
if you want to claim one, say $400 and what character you would want, because Neil can draw anything and anybody.
You can get Lieutenant Blueberry from France. You can get, any character you want. Alan Hale, anybody, and you got it. All the Batman crew, all of the television show. I'm just saying, guys, it's a much, much, much better deal. Those boxes are worth between $700, $800, $900, where these are $400. Okay, nothing wrong with these. I'm just not saying. I'm just saying.
So yeah, if you send them a DM after you claim, they can arrange for art to be sent to CGC. I believe you guys can do that, correct?
Yes,
Yes.
we do charge $30 to do the documentation. 30, right?
Because you have to
Yeah.
fill out
I thought you were
forms
guys
and
saying
stuff.
something else. Shipping and
Right, for shipping and the documentation
Paperwork.
of the piece, and then you have to give us your CGC account number, and then CGC also charges you for doing their end of it.
They're in, but it's got nothing to do with us.
Right.
So I see you've brought some amazing art today. I'm looking at a couple of great pieces right now.
Let's look at Harley here, which was the last one that we were showing up the last time we were on the air. And you've got these two Harley pieces. The one on the right, of course, is the more extravagant and more, calmly and very, very artsy-fartsy. This one over here, we've done maybe 5 of these, all of which are very popular. It's kind of for, I don't want to say for young girls. I don't think that's fair. I just think it's a little bit more decorative, whereas the one on the right is more like the movie. So it's got a real lust to it. So really has to do with what you like, and if you like one or the over the other. Again, we've sold enough of those to know what people like. They generally like the one on the right. But
Yeah, it's great, and it's great when you're farther back. You kind of the Joker behind kind of comes more into focus, and when you're closer up, you see the Harley more. It's great.
Right.
So we can move on.
All right.
If you guys, register it in your brain. And remember, we're only going to be on a limited period of time.
Yeah, we're coming
Got
down to
about
45
yeah,
minutes.
45
Yeah.
minutes. Ding, 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 ding.
So we're going to be gone at some point, and either somebody will buy the thing you want to buy, or we'll be gone. I mean, those are the two options outside of going to our store and trying to get it from our store. So think about this stuff, guys. We're coming down to the wire.
Look at that. That's similar to the piece I got with at the night with the light in the sky.
So this is 11 by 14. This is on Canson paper, pencil, ink, and color. Neil Adams with a little bit of Zia, or a lot of Zia. Okay, I always think this one is Neil coloring, and it is Zia's coloring. And the price on this is
$2,000.
$2,000.
But isn't it nice that you have a hard time telling the difference?
Well, I do have a hard time telling the difference. Okay. Next up, we have an 11 by 14 Batman kissing Talia. Pen and ink, Neil, for
2,000.
2,000.
So if somebody wanted a piece like that, they can put 20% down and make payments for as long as they need to make payments.
Sure.
Okay, the payment plan goes, you put a quarter to a third down.
Oh,
as
okay,
a down
25.
payment, and then the rest you pay as you choose. So you can pay weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, however it works for you, in whatever increments that works for you. There's no interest. There are no penalty fees if you need to skip a month or two. You take the time that you need to pay it. When it's all done being paid for, we package it up and send it to you.
That's great. I mean, that's a very, very great offer for people to be able to afford like a higher end piece that maybe you might not be able to right off the bat.
Okay.
We've had people take a year. I mean, we don't necessarily love it when they do it because it's a certain amount of bookkeeping, but it's important that they buy it at a rate that they can afford to buy it, so they don't get their wives mad at them, so they don't mess up their budget or anything like that.
And you don't put your credit score at risk by using your credit card and missing payments. So, you know.
Comic situation, you can buy another box if you got one. Just say 400 if you want this sketch to be black and white, or 800 if you want the sketch to be color, and what character you'd like.
Neil, actually, we sold the piece
What
of Batman.
She's answering Yakuza Doc. Did Neil ever finish the piece of Batman and Dahlia in the harem type situation with Batman reclining something a bed?
I think we saw that piece last time you were with us.
Yes.
Could be.
And that
could be.
piece has been sold.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have Storm up. She is 8.5 by 11. Pencil and ink Neil, color by Zia for 1,800. This
Beautiful.
is because somebody had asked, do we have any Marvel stuff on the table? I have this piece, which is also 8.5 by 11, which is Wolverine dressed in Deadpool's costuming for 1,400.
Oh, that's cool.
Who colored this one?
Jason.
Jason.
We're not entirely sure why we have this piece.
Well, I like it because, you know, there's a comic cover where Deadpool is in Wolverine's outfit, so this is very fitting. That
Right, exactly.
That maybe it was probably commissioned by somebody else, and Jason finished it and thought, you know, got it ready for me, and he said, "Why don't we make another one, just for the hell of it?" And so I think that's why we have this one. I think we
that's
have,
great.
it's not-
Yeah, I was wondering where you get some of your inspiration. Some of your pieces are just so stunning and unique.
very often from you guys.
Wow.
No, I mean, even bad ideas can be turned into good ideas, and good ideas can be turned into bad ideas. It really has to do with your creative abilities.
Well, I think you have a history of helping to develop comic talent. Like you ran a comic studio where you were helping to develop young talent, I believe, right?
Well, I wasn't developing; I was sucking off their blood.
You're modest for sure.
No, but I did. I used them, and I paid them for the work that they did. So they got their start and their careers by one, doing work for the studio, and two, learning how to do various kinds of artwork that they might not have learned anywhere else. So they benefited, and we paid them properly. And we always pay properly, and we always pay people on Friday. We don't wait until Monday or try to put people off, but anybody that ever did any work for continuity, they will tell you when Friday rolled around, they got a paycheck. Even if they only worked one day, they got a paycheck.
So,
Well, we have a box claim. Oh my gosh. Ollie is claiming a box. It's with a $400 sketch, and he wants a sketch. We're going to have to send you a photo, but of Big Brains Bill, and wants to have it sent to me. Thank you so much, Ollie. I'll have to show you a picture. We did a segment earlier this morning with like a trivia challenge, and yeah, I was dressed up as I was Big Brains Bill. So
I see.
I can't wait to see that one.
it was pretty wild.
your box going to the side. Ali's box going to the
Thank you, Ollie.
Okay, what we have up right now is a commercial piece of art that we did for Metropolitan Life. We were the East Coast studio that was allowed to do Peanuts artwork, and we were approved by Schultz to do that. So I have Snoopy and Woodstock, obviously, at a party. The nice thing about this is one of the few pieces that doesn't have MetLife logos all over it. And we're selling this for
$1,200.
$1,200. It is original line art by Neil.
And I tell you, it's worth twice that amount in this particular case because it is Snoopy.
Which is
Yeah,
awesome.
that's great.
Snoopy's got a big Christmas coming up this year. It's Snoopy.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to go with Man Bat because I like this piece. So this is a large piece.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, of Man Bat art, which we don't do Man Bat too often.
Thank you for zooming in. Look at the detail. The amount of detailed line work is amazing.
Right, this is 11 by 17. And this is a finished pencil render of Man Bat by Neil for the price of $2,200.
And for those of you who don't know it, I created the character.
Yeah, that's true. That Batman issue number, or Detective Comics issue. Oh my gosh, issue number
I don't
400.
know
I
about
think.
the numbers. I just,
Come on, Big Bang.
That's great. Wow. So $2,200, and that what size is that that piece?
11/17.
Oh, nice.
Large piece.
that'll go.
So agree, Nick, stuff that Joker with the voodoo doll is still available.
Yeah.
Perfect. You saw that.
Yeah.
I don't know how long, but
Yeah, that piece pops. Look at that.
great.
You got Batman down there in the corner. Robin voodoo doll.
And that piece again is 2,700.
That's great. That's so dynamic. So 2,700. It's fully colored and ready to go. So, and Angry Mix stuff, 25% to third down if you want to go that route. Oh wow, that's so cool. The more I look at it, the more like little details I see that you put into it. Okay, do we have audio? Can you hear me? There we go. We're back. We didn't have audio.
Yes.
I have a big update. How much was the Man Bat?
Man Bat is 2,200. He's right here.
Something sold.
Yeah.
Man Bat is claimed. Amazing. Oh, wow.
I don't know about amazing.
Bar 2D.
Bar 2DM. I'm just so happy for Bar 2DM to get a piece like that. That's congratulations.
It's a great piece.
Yeah, and that's like another one of those Neil will never do it again.
Yep.
Pieces.
If I do, it'll be different.
Okay, it is back there. Thank you.
All
And
right,
what is the? Can we put the email in chat for where somebody would inquire about commissions?
Do you want to do it, Marilyn, or?
Okay.
Okay, Marilyn's going to put up where to go for commissions.
Thank you. Sorry, you were going to say, I so rudely interrupted.
I think we saw a box. Did we see a box? Yeah.
No.
Okay, I thought Zio saw a box. Okay, so we have the 8.5 by 11 cute Joker, or Joker being cute,
Coy.
cute and coy.
Koi. They're different. One's a fish. So anyway, this woman wrote
Neil Adams jokes there.
this guy wrote a note, and he said that his wife doesn't like these, hostile, big tooth, angry
Scary.
jokers, scary jokers. So I thought, why don't I make a cute coy Joker? So I did that coy Joker. Now I don't necessarily expect a lot of people are going to buy that thing, but somebody will come along and go, "Oh, he's coy."
And even the Neil Adams Corona Carnation, who's usually scowling, is smiling.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's the purple or the look, but it's sort of, I feel like it evokes Prince a little bit.
Yeah, in a weird way, it's Prince. Yeah, you could say. Well, the part of the inspiration would have come from Prince, unless you're blind to the world and you don't get who Prince is. Yeah, he's kind of like the Prince Joker.
Oh yeah, I guess they clown Prince of Crime. Maybe that's where it's in.
Yeah, there you go, clown Prince of Crime.
Okay, I just put up another Joker. This another crazy Neil Adams
Totally
Joker.
different direction, totally different art direction.
He's home a lot now, so he's got more time to draw. So he's
That's
been
not it.
experimenting a little bit more these days.
Impressionistic and
what
things.
drugs are we experimenting with? That?
They're not going to call me from DC and say you can't do that.
So
In fact, they'll probably buy it.
this is 8.5 by 11. I think this is a great piece. I love it. It is pencil, ink, and color by Neil. And the price on this one is
$1,800.
$1,800.
Yeah. I like that.
Nice. And while we're looking at the original art, you still can claim a box if you prefer. You can just put $400 and the name of the character you want, or $800 and the name of the character. So just because they're not on screen doesn't mean you can't get them.
Don't force me to open a box for you guys.
And with all your purchases, please do send us a direct message. I know you guys made a pin with your real name, mailing address, and your PayPal info. It is very important we get this information. That way we can get you your invoice and particularly the mailing address so we can ship you your work.
Okay.
Ooh, look at this Batman.
I have an 8.5 by 11 Batman. This is pencil and ink Neil. Color is Zia. And the price on this is $1,800?
Yes.
$1,800.
Oh, wow. That's great.
Which
Doesn't
this Batman's a little bit more
He
vibrant.
shines, doesn't
Yeah.
he shine?
Yeah, that yellow kind of like tone, like it's just, yeah, that's it just really, it definitely adds something.
Yep. So that is available. I'm going to move along because we want to go backwards and we
Yeah, we
still
got a
have
half
pieces.
hour.
And we got
Yeah, and we have about half an hour. So if you're watching and you're like, you're thinking it over, you don't have a ton of time left. So, get any claims in here if you want, or if you want more info about something.
Yeah, or if you saw something you want to pull back up, I'll gladly pull it up. So this piece is cover size, which is 11/17. Obviously, it's Batman and Robin. This is pencil and ink Neil. And the price on this is
$4,000 in line. If you choose to get it colored, it would be $6,000.
Now, the reason we did this like this is because they wanted me to do designs for the Batman movie at the time.
Oh.
And so this was part of my original design concepts. Then they told me they didn't need a full cover piece. So I said, okay, don't worry
I'm
about
going
it.
to do it anyway.
I did my sketch, and I gave them other things, and I decided to go ahead with this because I just like the composition. It's nice and organized and sensible.
And I love that they're doing a Batman movie, and they're like, Neil Adams, hey, can you give us some concept art, some designs? It's so cool.
I don't, between you, me, and the fence post, I don't think I have to give them stuff. They're stealing it left and right, aren't they?
Oh, no.
Pretty much. I mean, the Batmobile, it looks like the Batmobile from Batman Odyssey. It's practically the same Batmobile. And they finally pulled the mask back on Batman's face, so they don't have those sections on the side of his face where he talks like this and has to look like this, and he can't turn his head left or right. I mean, this guy's got a jaw, and he looks like Batman, and that's the Batman I draw.
Well, maybe, I think your designs are so ingrained in like the pop culture idea of Batman at this point. People might be getting inspiration and not even realizing it.
Well, we could give them credit for good observation, or perhaps they could send me a royalty check. Wouldn't that be nice?
Okay, so we have, somebody asked if we had a Supergirl. Here is our Supergirl. She is 8.5 by 11, pencil and ink Neil. Color is a lot Neil on this piece, and this piece is $1,500.
Yes.
Oh, that's killer. Look at that.
Very attractive.
Okay, Bar 2DM is asking for a box with a mystery-esque sketch.
Well, okay.
Well, basically the artwork or the sketches in the boxes would be of a character.
Yeah,
So
pick a character.
you could have a House of Mystery character.
You have Abel,
You
have Abel, or you have
Cain.
Right.
Or
Or you
Cynthia.
Cynthia.
So Bar2DM, you're hearing some of the options, Cain, Abel, Cynthia. Do any of those appeal to you? So we got you for a box, Bar2DM. Let us know on the character.
Right.
Or
We can't do like a cover in a little box.
Yeah, you can
It's
call
a character.
Jason and work out
They
some
end
kind
up
of a
looking
deal.
like what you're seeing up here.
There we go. Abel is the choice.
Okay.
So it's Bar 2DM.
No, Abel is based on a real person. A guy named Hannerfeld.
What?
It was based on a real person, a guy named
Mark.
Hannerfeld, Mark Hannerfeld.
Huh.
He was Abel. and he looked exactly like A. That's where the
Was
inspiration
he a
came.
writer?
No, well, he
What was he
wanted
always
to
doing
be-
up at DC?
He was just
always
there.
hanging.
He was basically there.
And
He
Kane
wore
was based on Len Wein, correct?
Len Wein.
Yeah.
Len Wein.
Oh wow, I didn't know that. So Kane was based on Len Wein.
Is
That's
it a
right.
novel?
And
Huh.
it was based on,
No.
and he used to hang around DC. He didn't really have a job. He just came in his suit.
I
and
thought he worked there.
he was well dressed. He had a vest on, and he had a gang of guys that they all liked him. He all liked them. He
He was
liked
always
them.
very dapper.
He was very dapper, but he was very big.
Yeah.
Rotund.
Yeah.
And as far as we know, he didn't write anything.
Yeah.
He apparently his family had money.
I always said he worked there because he was always there when we were
Well,
there.
he dressed pretty well. If you consider Len and Marv, he dressed.
All right, so we have John Henry Irons here. Look at this.
Yes.
So we have Steel, 8.5 by 11. I believe this is the first time Neil has done this character. This is
Wow.
pencil, ink, and color. Dad, Zia, yes.
Yeah.
That is it.
Dad and Zia, 1800. Dad is a Neil. Sorry, that was a slip.
Oh, that's cool. Look at that.
Dad. Why does she keep saying Dad?
I love that, for all the art that you've done, that you still have kind of like new characters that you're tackling, new things that you're trying. Is there any characters that you've wanted to work on, but like you haven't had a chance to, or anybody that you'd still like to try to tackle at some point?
If I wanted to do a character and I went to DC or Marvel and I said I'd like to do that character, would they let me do it?
I'm guessing yes.
I'm guessing yes too. No, nobody stands in my way, really. If I want to do it, they're not gonna not pay me because they want to own it, and so they'll pay me and they'll own it, and it'll be fine. And so no, I really have never been thwarted in my wanting to do these things. No, everybody's cooperative.
I guess I think people might wonder if there's other characters that you might try to work on at this point, or if there's anything you have brewing.
Well,
I don't know. Maybe the stuff you can't talk about.
See, that's a different question. Now we have
Okay.
characters that we have brewing. We published for a short while, and then we decided to back off because we solved our problem, and then we're going to publish again, and we're going to come into it rather big time. We're going to publish a Dracula book. We're going to do Nighthawk. We're going to do Megalith. We're going to do Armor, and we're going to kick out, because I don't really necessarily think that the books that are being produced by either DC or Marvel these days are the meat and potatoes of our industry. They're kind of falling shallow, searching for people that they can pay a pittance of what they paid a couple of years ago is not helping the industry. I mean, their business is to make money and to do something exciting. So we get Pepe, what's his name?
Larraz.
Larraz doing a fantastic job, but other people not nearly so good. So this is the time where I'm jumping in, and I'm going to be doing new characters and lots of fun.
Oh wow! Here's one with dialogue I see on it. Did you decide? Yeah.
This was a Ra's al Ghul Batman story with Ubu, and we decided to do was pick certain panels and to redo them tighter, because now I could afford to do it because they pay so little back in those days. So you basically get the panel for those people who remember that panel, and it holds a place in their heart. They would be interested in getting. We've done this a couple of times. It's worked out very nicely. We've got 2 more pieces that we're doing that of, and people seem to like they have memory. Batman running across the field where the biplanes are parked, and he's going after
Killer Skies.
Ghosts of the Killer Skies. Yeah.
I love that. You've been getting by scaring people, but the Batman doesn't scare, and he
That's all right.
socks them.
That's right. But he has iconic words and sentences and things that he says that if you remember, you go, oh yeah, I remember that. That's cool. So, not everybody's going to feel the same way about it. I don't feel the same way about it. I think.
How much is a piece like that? I don't think I saw the price on that.
I don't know because this doesn't have a price.
4,000.
That's 4,000 in color.
No.
No, I think in color. Better be. At 4,000.
Jason said
Jason
4.
said like,
No, I know. He said because of the balloons and stuff. I don't know. I think it's got to be
We
in
did
color.
2 of them. That's why we're not 100% sure because we have one where we did balloons. The other one we did is slightly smaller with no balloons on it. So that's why there's a little bit of a mix of
Yeah,
what
we
the price
don't
is.
exactly have that price nailed down.
That's okay. It's great that you're showing us some amazing art. I love
But
this.
if somebody's interested in something like this is something that you can get through Jason.
and communicate with him. I just communicate with Jason is a great guy to talk to about future commissions and present commissions because he's going to try to get you exactly what you want to have. He's got nothing invested in it himself. He just wants to see that you get what you want. So that's his focus, and then he's terrific at it. Everybody loves it. You talk to anybody that communicates with Jason, they'll say, great guy, got exactly what I wanted.
Well, here's another Marvel piece.
Right, we have Punisher. This is 8.5 by 11. This is completely Neil, pencil, ink, and color,
and paint.
and paint for
1,800.
So Neil, you did every step of the way on this piece. That's so cool with the art, the color, everything.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, only because Zia's too busy sometimes. Like Zia, can you? No, I got to do this.
Dad draws faster than I can color.
Pretty much. Pretty much.
Okay, next up is an 8.5 by 11 Dead Man that is done on that Canson paper again. And again, this is pretty much pencil ink.
How much is it?
1,200 for Dead Man.
See, that's a good price for a single figure like that.
I'm still getting
Nice.
low
And
battery.
to remind people, we have
What do we-
less than 20 minutes left. So if you're
Right.
thinking about something,
You got the long cord?
Because I think
Well,
Yeah.
Chris is going to start going backwards, but we still
I
haven't
have
gone
this one. I'll
over
do this
everything.
one quick. So, I do have, this is another one of those panels. This is actually the smaller one, because the
This is
other
where
one
they-
was so
Can you do a
bigger.
close-up?
where Ra's
The
al Ghul and
Punisher.
Ubu release a leopard into a darkened room where Batman is going to defend himself against a leopard. And this actual sequence, even though it wasn't written by Denny in that sense, was a real thing that happened to a guy named Acre, who
We're
was
going to do it in a minute, Marilyn, because
Who
no
was
one's
a
talking
hunt-
about that.
who was a hunter, and he was attacked by a leopard in the jungle, and he shoved his arm down the leopard's throat. And even though the leopard was clawing at him with his claws, he'd gotten the thing far enough down his throat and his shoulder down, worked his shoulder in. He then wrapped his legs around the leopard's belly. So the leopard couldn't use its hind legs to scratch him, even though his upper legs could actually partially gouge him. And so he rolled over on top of the leopard, and with his knees, he started to crack the leopard's ribs until the leopard was dead.
Aw.
wow.
That's how he killed this leopard. And his men, when they came to see him, he was such a mess. He was so bloody and screwed up that they figured he was dead, and they just walked away from him. And so he got up in the middle of the night and walked slowly to the camp where they were all camped out, and walked into the fire area, and they realized that no, he wasn't dead. So I took that sequence and I turned it into a Batman sequence.
Cool.
No, it's not a leopard attack. That Punisher book, original art got claimed.
Yay!
That is a good bat.
Okay, so
Yakuza Doc. Congratulations.
since Neil just told us the story of this, so this piece is 2,500 on the Batman with the leopard.
How much was Punisher?
18.
Yeah, congrats, Yakuza Doc. That Punisher was great. As is this leopard, and such a cool story to hear. Yeah. I mean,
Well, if you ever want to look it up, look under Carl Aker. Carl Aker. He was attacked at one point by an elephant who smashed him to the ground and ground his chest into peanut butter.
Ew.
Not really peanut butter, obviously, but
We're gonna go backwards. So
we
everybody
got you metaphorical peanut butter.
still have boxes. Okay.
There they are, $400 each.
yeah, guys, please. Look at. It's not for me. I'm saying this. You can buy one of these single drawings anytime, but to get the box and all the stuff that's in it is incredible. And I just don't have enough time to go through another box and show you everything that's there. But you can sit on those boxes. That's how full they are. This is the Clark Kent Superman double piece. This is I've felt we've had this for a while. We lowered the price at one point, but I think this is one of the nicest pieces you could put up on your wall.
Each piece is 13 by 19.
Wow.
It's fully pencil, ink, color, and paint is all Neil. And Neil has told us, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah, they're huge. They're huge.
You know?
Look at that.
They're huge and they're on a very thirsty paper.
Imagine if you
and
were the
let's
guy who had it.
Let's discuss the payment plan because the guy who was interested
Yes.
in this wants to know about our payment plan, Z.
Okay, payment plan is you put a quarter to a third down as a down payment. The rest you pay as you choose. You can pay weekly, monthly, bi-monthly, however works for you. There is no interest, so you take the time that you need. There is no penalty fee, so if you have a tight month or two and you can't make any payments, not a big deal. There are no penalty fees. Once you have completed making all of your payments, we wrap it up and we send it to you.
It's as simple as that. There are no ifs, ands, or buts. You're basically starting a program where you pay at your leisure. Now, why do we like this program? Because we know that you want that piece probably more than we want to sell it to you. So you are more likely to try to accumulate the money to pay for it. Whether you do it or not is totally immaterial to us. We have money in the bank. We're fine. Even if you run into a real problem and you need your money back, we will send it to you.
Okay, this was a piece we showed earlier today. This is based on that Batman werewolf story
Oh, yeah.
that Neil did. This is one of the panels again from it. We're selling this in color, right?
What does it say?
It just says 8,000.
So you said color earlier.
And
So
and
color.
Right. And this is a $8,000 piece.
Geo, yes, that Superman and Clark was 6,000 for the pair.
For the pair, that's correct.
yeah, it comes as a pair, 6,000. And GeoPacks, you will get 40 entries for the Giant Size X-Men 1 giveaway today. There's a Giant Size X-Men 1 that's been given away for every $150 that people spend, including during the time with Neil. So you get 40 entries for a $6,000 claim. So you'd be the leading candidate right off the bat for that Giant Size X-Men 1. It's a random drawing that we'll do after AtCon is closed out.
Okay, great. So we have an 11 by 14 Batman and Robin for 4,000, pen and ink Neil.
Yeah. This is if you guys remember the comic book where it came out, they did a poster, a fold-out poster of Robin in his new costume standing on the side of a building. And that, of course, I did with the new costume. And the story of the new costume, unfortunately, would take me 20 minutes to tell, so I can't do it.
Yeah, we have about 12 minutes left with Neil. Neil, you've been with us. You've been with us for 3 hours, and it's just not enough time. But we're happy to have had the time we've had.
Not telling any more stories.
Okay, we
Oh.
have 8.5 by 11 Joker with the Robin Voodoo doll and Batman.
27.
This is 2,700. It is 8.5 by 11. Pencil and ink Neil, color Zia.
There's a whole bunch of pieces you haven't seen.
Oh.
Yeah. Shit.
Okay, so there's that. We have, well, I'm gonna
I'm just separating them into things you've seen.
We
and things you
had
haven't
this
seen.
Batman and Robin piece, which is 11 by 17. This is a winter piece, pen and ink Neil for the price of
4,000 in line art, 6,000 if it's colored.
Wow. So yeah, color options are available for any of these pieces. You know what I keep thinking about is the Superman, the Chris Reeve Superman one that you did.
Oh,
That piece is stunning.
That's
yeah,
up here.
you're right. Let's show it for one more go round.
Right.
You're right.
At least for my sake, because it's beautiful. This is really, and it was fun to hear your process about actually like coloring the background.
With the thumb.
Yeah.
Good.
So this piece is 11.17, and the price is 3,000.
So 11 by 17. There you go.
That's the kind
Nice.
of away from and say, why did I walk away from that?
Yeah. So yeah, you could do a quarter to a third down, and you'd have a long time to pay for it if that's something that or you could pay it off really quickly and you get it in your hands really quickly. But anyways, I wanted to make sure people saw that one more time. We're down to like 10 minutes,
Okay. Here we go.
because that is an amazing piece. Amazing.
I'm also going to show this piece. We didn't show it yet. This is
Oh.
11 by 14, pencil and ink color Neil, and the price is
4,000.
4,000.
Oh, wow. Ah. Look at that. It's just like, oh.
All right. If there's any pieces you guys want to see again, you can just ask. So this piece again is 11 by 14, Batman, pencil and ink Neil, color Zia, prices
2,000. This is a great piece. It really pops. You don't see it as well on the screen, but when you get it home, boy. Yes, we can add color to a box sketch that would drive the box to 800 instead of 400.
So you can say $800 in the name of the character, and you would get the box. And when you got it, the sketch would be colored. 10-minute warning. That's right. Make your moves.
Okay, this is 11 by 14. This is pen and ink Neil. Color is Neil. Batman punching out Joker.
Batman finally lost it.
Wow. Joker's not looking too, he looks like Batman's giving him the business there.
Yeah, afraid so.
So this is a piece that's 2,200. But if I flip it around, it also has another drawing on the back of it.
Wow.
Dad ran out of paper that night.
Wow. So it's like a bonus if you get that sketch?
Yep.
That's
I
how
mean,
I
it's on
do
there.
it.
We
It's
can't
on
take it
there.
off. Stuck on there.
How much is that piece?
This piece is 2,200.
Oh, that's cool. You get like bonus art on that one. You get both sides.
Right?
That's a talking point.
Yeah. I mean, if you wanted to, you could even do it. Like I got mine CGC'd. Like you don't have to do that. But you can kind of see the back, see how it works. See?
Cool.
Very cool.
Okay, we have a black canary that is 8.5 by 11. Pencil and ink Neil, colored by Zia for 1,200.
Nice. All right.
I'm going to show this piece again. This is the 8.5 by 11 Wonder Woman with the gold foil.
Oh, that's super cool with the gold foil.
Right. So this price is
2,500.
2,500. Pencil and ink Neil, colored foil is Zia.
I mean, I was still a teenager buying comics when all these like the foil covers and all that stuff were like really big for the first time. Man, so that piece like this really speaks to me.
That's a nice piece.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do this guy. We have Conan, 8.5 by 11, pencil, ink, and color, Neil, and the price is
20,000.
20,000. Now this is a personal piece
Anything.
from Neil.
Oh my gosh. So whoa. So 20,000. So I noticed the so what do you when you say personal piece? I guess I wanted to understand what that meant.
It's more or less a painting. In other words, it's not, oh, this is from a comic book or this is from that. This is in my mind, it's Frazetta is good. Can I match Frazetta and can I try to get better? So he's kind of a marking stone in the road that I always work against when I do any of these Conan type characters.
Wow. So it's like a fine art kind of style piece.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. Uh-oh. Hold on a second. I think we got a little bit of a hiccup. So we got 5 minutes left. You can still get boxes. They're $400 each. The boxes are jam-packed full. Great value. Definitely not disappointing when those things show up and you get the original art that's in it. Hopefully they'll be back. I see. Yeah, I'm wondering if they're going to have to jump back in. Yeah, we lost them here. So hang in there. We'll get them back on as quickly as we can, and we'll finish this out strong. Appreciate everybody coming out with Neil Adams because I mean the dude's a legend. You can see the art is amazing. So it's fun to be able to get to see these pieces and maybe to even have a chance to own some. I mean, I feel like a caretaker of like a piece of art at that point. So, you know, for any of you that have bought Neil Adams art before, I'm sure you understand what I'm talking about. Let me see if that's them. No. Okay. We're trying to get them back in here. They might be needing to reboot or something. Let's see here. Let's see. So let's see if they're coming back. Sent the request. Okay, we are standing by. So those of you that are here with us, just remember, you know, we're going to get Neil Adams back in here. Here we go. Here they come. And we're going to take a look at a few more pieces and...
We're back.
All right.
Let's try to get these.
Okay, so for the person who asked about Superman, these are the two Superman pieces we showed.
Plus the Clark.
No, yeah. All right. So this is,
Yes.
you know, we got the last few minutes here. I want to make sure you guys get a look at these before, you know, you can make a claim. And if you claim it now, you will get all the entries for the Giant Size X-Men 1 we're giving away. Last chance to grab a box, $400, name your character.
We have a Green Lantern and Green Arrow. Both of these are 8.5 by 11, pen and ink Neil. The price on Green Lantern is $800. The price on Green Arrow is $1,200.
Does Neil have any original art cover he did for sale? What you can do, LJ Comics, is send us a direct message with your interest, and we can let you know what original art covers we have available.
And the answer is yes.
All right, a box has been claimed by Chicago Roots, and they will DM you the character they'd like.
You got that too, right? Yep. I'm gonna keep going
So Chicago Roots, congratulations. Yeah, very cool.
Okay, we have a Superman on 8.5 by 11. Pen and ink Neil, excuse me, I had a burp there. For 600, and this comes with Neil's pencil. It's actually underneath it.
Oh, that's cool. So you get like a dual piece there. You get to enjoy the pencil and the ink, which is something you don't always do. You get something penciled and then you have it inked. You don't really see the pencils anymore. I love this idea.
We just left out. It didn't get pulled off. And then we have a Batman at 8.5 by 11 for 1,800. Right?
Yeah, 17.
1,700. Sorry.
Oh, wow. 1,700. And you can have color added to any piece you see here that's black and white. So
Correct. So is there any piece that anyone would like to see again? I could do the Harleys again.
yeah, anything people want to see. We're down to our last like couple minutes here. So I appreciate your generosity with your time,
Get
Neil
boxes,
Adams.
guys, get boxes. I'm just telling you, you're going to be missing the boxes.
Yeah, the boxes are great. Like mine, not only did it have that slab, it had this signed sketch. That it had a stack of comics. Candy, of course. Candy's gone. Sorry, guys. Candy's gone.
You can come back anytime for an individual drawing or a portrait or whatever, but these boxes are just phenomenal.
Yeah, you heard Ollie's getting one with Baloo, which is amazing. I'm looking forward to seeing that.
All right, it is 5 o'clock. So is there any pieces that anybody wants to see? Does anybody want to claim a box? Because we're
Okay, on a box, the_comic_situation is getting in there with a Robin sketch, and you're going to get a couple entries for the Giant Size X-Men 1, the comic situation. So anybody else want to get in here in our waning moments? Now is the time.
okay. On the Robin sketch, what Robin?
Oh, okay. The comic situation, they're going to need to know which. There's a lot of different Robins.
Oh, no, it's an Alfred too.
The comic situation is also claiming one with Alfred. I love it. The Bat family coming together.
Very good. Very good.
Okay. We have a claim on a $400 box by Bishop for Life _ and I'd like to get a Gunslinger Spawn.
Cool.
That'll be a cool one. Please share that when you get it, Bishop for Life, so we can all see how that came out. I'm sure it's going to be amazing. All right, we have another claim on a box. $400. That'll be to Carl, KARL YUTT _ like a Batman sketch. And Carl, if you have a specific Batman, let us know. We also have another claim on a box. How are we doing? I'm going kind of fast.
We're
No,
good.
keep
We're
going.
good. We're up with
Jake Lott, that's JAKELAUT, would like a box with a Spider-Man. And if you have a specific type of Spider-Man, let us know or send it in the DM.
Yeah, they're generally the same. That's
Okay.
Yeah,
Again, I didn't know. You know, sometimes you put little touches in that are kind of fun that they kind
Yeah.
of differentiate
sometimes
things.
people don't like them. Sometimes I don't like that one.
You know, you did a Juggernaut for me that I love. It came out amazing. I thought it was instantly like one of my favorite pieces of art.
His eyes are too big.
The slabs you see on the back wall, you will see on our website, NeilAdamsStore.com. That's NeilAdamsStore.com.
Hey, there you go. So that if you want to grab one of those slabs, that's where you do that. All right. I really appreciate this time with you again, Neil, you and your family. You know, I love that you guys get to do so many cool things together. And
The more you talk, the more that bell's going to ring.
So yeah, you know, while I'm talking, if you can get a claim in here on a box, we will count it. Neil, is there anything you want to let? You know, I want to give you a chance to tell people something before we go.
We actually have
Okay, avid comment.
we also
Okay.
we have like 20 pieces of art that we didn't get to show.
Avid Comics, we got you with a Spider-Man box. So
Okay, anybody who is interested in seeing any of the art that you did not get to see on this program, do keep in mind we are on Wednesdays and Fridays on Instagram at the Neil Adams. You can see other pieces. Join us on those nights. We're usually on by about 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And we post art, don't we?
Yep,
We
do
do.
post
We post
art.
art.
We have a website that has
Yeah,
art.
you go to
NeilAdamsStore.com.
NeilAdamsStore.com, and if they can remember any part of it, then they'll just mention it to Jason. He'll figure it out.
And previous videos are archived also on the
That's true.
Instagram.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you.
A Batmobile sketch.
Thank you, Ding.
If
Ding.
you want a Batmobile, you should contact Jason. You can find him at our website, NeilAdamsStore.com, and talk to him about a commission for a Batmobile.
So yeah, some of the art that you're seeing here, there's the last scan at it. If you want to get a shot at any of it, you can see what's on the screen there. Look at that. Okay.
That Harley should have gone today. Everybody loves that Harley.
Oh, Wonder Woman with the gold foil.
All right. Thank you so much. All right. It sounds
Okay.
like we're good. And Neil, everybody, please take care. Thank you so much.
Hasta luego.
Thank you.
Thank
Thank you,
you.
everybody.
Bye.
Bye bye.